I know I don't have a lot of time. On the 1st of January 2008, we were playing games, Banta. You come and do Banta? As kids, just having fun. And then we actually inside the church as kids. So when I was inside, I heard rocks being thrown at the church, you know? So we didn't know it was rocks. It was just like ta, 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 ta. And then when we went to look, there was a bunch of people charging towards the church with like face paintings, machetes. I'm a kid. I'm scared. Went back inside the church. But so did everybody else. You know, the women, mostly women, came inside the church. Everybody else, all the young people, we went inside the church. And as soon as we got inside the church, you know, everybody was screaming and everything. They locked the church. And mind you, the church was made out of wood. And then it has like Mabati. It's KAG, Kenyan Assembly of God. So when we were inside the church, they locked the church to where you couldn't get out, right? And then they took the bikes that people came with and they locked the main doors so you couldn't push it out. Then people had brought mattresses because some people slept at the church. Once they did this, they lit the church on fire with kerosene while we were inside the church. Now, again, I'm young. I keep emphasizing on this because the older people, everybody's now scrambling to get outside the church. Or screaming, the women are screaming, everybody's trying to get outside. People are stepping on me as they're trying to get out because now it's like everybody for their life. The reason I got burnt on my hands is because at some point in the church, I was one of the last people to get outside the church. The church is falling, you know, it's made out of wood, so it's burning really quick. I'm protecting myself, kujikinga. You know, even covering my face, so I could kind of see where I'm going. That's how my hands ended up getting burnt. And most of my burns was because things were falling. And at one point, I was down on the floor. You know, but by the grace of God, I was able to survive. I was able to get outside the church. As soon as I got outside the church, you could see people on the ground, dead bodies, people who had been chopped up by machetes. Some people had been covered by a blanket. And then I got outside the church, and now I'm trying to go back to my grandma's because I don't know where else to go. And mind you, everybody else has already kind of left. Like I'm fast forwarding. So as I'm walking out, and then I'm trying to go back to my grandma's house, there's a few people that I met with. And they told me, Nenda wapi? And I was like, I'm going to my grandma's house. And they told me, kama nataka kuishi, nifuate kila mtu, kama nataka kufa niende hivyo venye naenda. So, and then they pointed to like where everybody was at, and I could see people walking that had left the church. This time I do not know that I'm burnt. I have no idea, don't have pain because of the adrenaline.